We're on section 2, problem 9 of the College Board online practice test. Okay, the problem reads, if P and Q are two sets of numbers, and if every number P is also in Q, which of the following cannot be true? Okay, so when we answer a question, let's remember that it cannot be true. And as you can see, we have to go through each of our answer choices because they want to know which answer choice can't be true. So in this case, I've already written down our facts. We know that P and Q are two sets of numbers and that every number P is also in Q. So in this case, P is in Q. Okay, so here are our answer choices. Let's go through them, and we're finding the one that cannot be true. So if the statement can be true, we're going to cross out our answer choice. Okay, answer choice A. 4 is in both P and Q. Alright, P is in Q. So if 4 is in P, it's also in Q. So I think A can be true, and so we're going to cross it out. Okay, B. 5 is in neither P nor Q. All we know is that if it's in P, it has to be in Q. But if it's not in P, and it's not in Q, I think that's fine. There's nothing in the rules that says that can't be the case. So B can be true, so we're crossing it out. C. 6 is in P, but not in Q. Alright, 6 is in P, but it's not in Q. That violates the rule. Our rule is that P is in Q. So if 6 is in P, it has to be in Q. C cannot be true, and therefore it's going to be the right answer. And if you're trying to save time on the exam, once you find the one that you're sure is the right answer, you can stop going through the rest of the answer choices. But if you're still unsure and you want to try out the other two answer choices just in case, I'm going to do that now just so you can see the thought process. Okay, D says 7 is in Q but not in P. So if it's in Q, it doesn't have to be in P. The rule doesn't say that. The rule only says that if the number is in P, it has to be in Q. So D can be true, so we're crossing it out. And E, if 8 is not in Q, then 8 is not in P. Now, E has some tricky language because it's making it sound like this is a new rule, and so it's right. But that's not right. The rules are in the actual problem. And what E is saying is that E is not in Q and E is not in P. And we know that that can be the case. The only rule is that if it's in P, it has to be in Q, but it can be excluded from both. So E is not the right answer because it can be true. C is the only answer that presents a statement that cannot be true given the rules. So C is the right answer for this problem.